County Executive Laura Curran. Nassau County leading the way with distribution of the COVID-19 vaccine, already having vaccinated tens of thousands of residents. The county executive joining me now to talk about why they've been so successful and who in Long Island is currently eligible. Got that camera set. Good morning to you.
Hi, good morning.
Hey, County Executive, thank you. So when you say tens of thousands, do you have a number of how many people were vaccinated versus how many vaccines were actually distributed?
So that is an excellent question. And when we say tens of thousands, that's between us, the county, we are distributors, as well as our hospital partners. So between all of us, it's well over 50,000 so far since this started last week. We are working very hard to get the total number from the state. We're working very hard to get that data. In the meantime, we're going to let everyone know how much we, Nassau County, as its own point of distribution at our 2 points of distribution that we've done. And it's about 3,000 now.
Right. But I think overall, because you look at the state as a whole, right, 1.2 million doses were given out, meaning they were given out to freezers, but only 500,000 people were vaccinated around the entire state. So people are looking now at Nassau County saying, if there is a success story here, what and how are they doing to get everybody else kind of moving at your speed?
So we opened up 2 points of distribution, and one in a central location at the community college, another at a community center. They're running 7 days a week. We want to make sure that we continue to get enough doses to meet the need. We can do thousands a week in those 2 places. So we're working very hard. We're working with Northwell, which has been a fantastic partner in getting enough doses to fill all of those appointments, as well as getting more supply from the state. So day to day, it's a changing dynamic operation every single day in terms of how many doses that we're getting.
Certainly.
And we also want to make sure that we're giving information about other places. For instance, Jones Beach in Nassau County is a state-run vaccination drive-through site, just opened yesterday. That's 7 days a week as well. We want to get that information out. And then, of course, we're going to see it mushroom. How, soon it will be coming to the urgent cares and the pharmacy. So we just want to be a clearinghouse of all of that information.
Who is currently eligible to be vaccinated, and is the island currently administering vaccines 24/7?
So we're doing it 7 days a week, not around the clock, but 7 days a week. And Jones Beach is 7 days a week as well. Who's eligible? Just like it is around the state. It's the state that sets the eligibility. So we know the first phase was anyone who works in any kind of healthcare atmosphere, front-facing with patients, from receptionists to shrinks to hospice workers, nurses, doctors. Now we also have all first responders, firefighters, police, corrections, probation, teachers as well, and anyone 75 and older. Now, a lot of people, my concern is that the demand will not meet the supply will not meet the demand. There is a huge demand. Our phones are ringing off the hook. So we're working as hard as we can to get information out and to get vaccines in and then out into people's arms.
So
that's our goal.
Two things here to follow up there. One, phones ringing off the hook. Are appointments required? How does someone go about to get the vaccine?
Yes, appointments are required. We cannot accept walk-ups because we need to track every single dose, and also because we need to make sure people are eligible, also because of the demand. So you can go to our website. It's nassaucountiny.gov/vaccine to get all of the latest information, and we're asking people to keep refreshing it. Now that will link you to, we have to make appointments through the state site. So that links to that. You can also call 833-NYS 4, the number 4 VAX, to make an appointment at Jones Beach.
Now, you keep talking about the demand here, and I read the press release that you put out yesterday very, very carefully, where you said we're not wasting any time, we're not wasting any doses. There have been reports elsewhere that doses are being turned away by first responders and frontline workers, and that they're sitting in refrigerators, expiring, and have to be tossed out. Are you experiencing any of that?
No, we have not tossed out one dose. Every single dose we get, we're going to administer, and we're committed to doing that. It's too precious. There are too many people who want it, and it's more important to get it in the arm, get it documented, and then get more.
And let me ask you lastly on this topic, when do you expect all of Nassau County to be vaccinated?
Well, speaking with my health commissioner, we're hopeful by summertime. Maybe even early summer, we can get everyone who is eligible and who wants it to get it done. It all depends on supply, and it all depends on how many partners we can work with to get it out and get it in.
So you also have an announcement scheduled for today that I want to touch upon, and this is not related to coronavirus, but really leading up to January 20th, Inauguration Day. Increased security leading up to Inauguration Day. We saw what unfolded last week at the Capitol. What do you expect to take place in Nassau County? Are you hearing any chatter or specific threats involving Nassau County?
So I want to reassure our residents there is no credible threat, but I am hearing a lot of emotional exhaustion. So my goal today and ongoing goal is to reassure our residents that we are on top of any situation. We have fantastic law enforcement here in the county, and we're going to do everything we can to keep our residents safe. And I want to give a reassuring message. I know that people it's a very tough time. We've been through so much as a country and as a county over the past 10 months, and now this. So our job is to continue to keep people safe and then let them know how we're doing it to reassure them.
So intensified patrols, police patrols throughout Nassau County. Does that mean extra patrols at specific places like the courthouse, Mineola, outside your office?
You know, we're going to do everything we can. Anytime we get any chatter, we'll be on top of it. And, obviously being visible, being present, and being responsive is something we will continue to do.
Nassau County Executive Laura Curran, appreciate you joining us this morning, and maybe the rest of the state can listen to what you're doing in Nassau County. Sounds like it's working pretty well. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, 7:41.